Hey everybody, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. Well, as promised, as soon as I can, if the weather improves, I'm going to get out on the water and we'll check this baby out. Okay, we'll see how it really performs. I promise you that video is coming. Let's go. I told you I was going to do an on the water review, okay, of my Native Springblade Rudder. Okay, I'm out on the water right now and I'm testing it out. I got it in the deployed position. Okay, so one thing I told you all that I didn't like with the old stock rudder and even the upgrade was the fact that when I was underway, when I was pedaling, and you know, the issue that I had was the tracking was horrible. I mean, you had to keep your hand on the rudder control all the time, because if you took your hand off of it, your boat would turn left to right. All right, so I've got it deployed. I'm underway. I'm going to attempt to show you. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, but I'm going to flip this around. All right, so I pretty much got myself pointed at a tree way over there on that bank. All right, I got the control down. Okay, I'm not touching it at all. Okay, there's not much wind. There's my rudder control. And look, I'm still heading towards it. So I'm sitting here talking to you right now, and I have not made one adjustment. Still haven't made an adjustment. I'm tracking in a straight line right towards that tree. I mean, it's crazy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. I'm going to pull this rudder back up and just see what it looks like when it's, okay, pulled up and in that position, just like the old rudder. So hold on just a second. All right, we're going to start pedaling toward that same thing. As you can see, I'm already drifting off to the right. All right, I'm going to make a correction. All right, I'm going to try to get it straightened back out towards that tree again. All right, I'm going to take my hands off the control. All right, I'm already starting to go left. Yep, already going left. All right, so I'll turn it back. See, right now I've got my hands on the control. All right, back. Same thing. I mean, just like I told you. Yeah, I mean, the tracking with the stock rudder, with the upgrade rudder, I've never had a boondock, so I don't know for sure, but I can tell you with all the stock stuff that came with this Native Slayer back in the day, it just ain't cutting it. So the money I spend on this right now with tracking, I like it. Now here in a minute, I'm gonna get on the bank and I'm gonna start fishing, and I'm going to see how easy it is to make a turn and head into the bank. Because that's another thing. I'd get hung up and it'd take me 15 minutes to get on the bank, because I'd have to back up, back up, turn. I mean, it was just awful. So I'm going to get this deployed back down so I can track good. And I'm going to get up here and start fishing. So let's check out the turning on this boat. All right, so we're going to try to make 360 degree turn. All right, right now I'm going with the old stock style. Okay, it's in the up position. We're gonna see how quick we can get around. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start paddling and I'm gonna cut it left, and let's see how long it takes us to get going. All right, we're coming around, so pretty good. Alright, we've almost come full circle, and I can just about see where I started. And here we are. Alright, so not too bad. When you're underway, I mean, you know, it tends to turn pretty good. Now, alright, I've got the Springblade Rudder down. Okay, now we're going to try it out. So let's do this. All right. It seems like maybe it started turning a little bit quicker. I don't know. All right, and we are back. Okay. To tell you the truth, I don't know that I noticed it being any quicker. Okay, now we're sitting here and I need to go into the bank. So let's see here. Let's pick us a spot here on the bank and see how long it would take me to get over if I was throwing directly to the bank. Let's see here. We'll go up here. I see a tree that we can use as a reference. All right, y'all see that tree? It's leaned out over the water. That's gonna be it. All right, so it's in the down position. All right, let me turn it and see. All right, I am turned now to where I can get in there and get to that tree. All right, so let me go back here and reset this and do it with the old rudder. Reset in reverse. Yeah, that's right. I can go forward to reverse just like that. That's what's up with these natives. Now the Hobies, I tell you what, man, Hobie is like that one that you're like, that's the pinnacle. It's like the Ranger boat to me of kayaks. But man, I just don't want to spend that kind of money on it. And you know, their drive, you gotta pull a lever. I mean, you gotta put some work in. So I don't know, I'm gonna say they're more stable, but I don't know that I like their drive any better. Now I do like that 365, or what is it, that 360 drive they got, and where those fins fold up. That is pretty cool. That's a lot of ingenuity right there. All right, we're gonna pull the rudder back up. All right, oops. All right, I got it back up. All right, I got it old style. All right, so when I get here to where I'm about the same spot, I'm gonna swing in on that tree again. There's that tree over. All right, so I'm gonna say that. All right, right about here, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it real sharp. I'm gonna attempt to get in here, and here we go. All right, well, I don't know. I don't really think that it turns any sharper. Okay, I don't think it turns any sharper. I'm not noticing that big a difference with it. But now what I did notice is, like I told y'all earlier, when I first got on the lake and I was underway and I was pedaling on that long distance, I didn't have to sit there and mess with my rudder control at all. The tracking was so much better. And I can tell you today, while I've been fishing down the bank and I've got that rudder down there lower, I can tell that I'm tracking better going down the lake. Okay, I may not make as sharp of turns, but I do think that that rudder keeps my boat position better. It tracks better as it's floating. Okay, I'm not noticing it turning any quicker, but it does track a whole lot better. So was it worth it? Heck yeah, it was worth it. I mean, I wish it didn't cost as much as it did, but I was sitting there this year, I was making the decision. I was like, am I going to get a new boat? Okay, now I was thinking about getting a Hobie. I was thinking about getting a Slayer Max. I was thinking about a whole bunch of stuff. I was thinking about getting a longer boat because this boat's just 10 foot. But, you know, I love the fact that this boat here, that everything is so close to me. I've told y'all that again. I've got it set up just the way I like it. You know, when I really ask myself, why do I want a new boat? I can't really give you a good answer. I mean, the only thing I had is, you know, the tracking and the turning. Well, I don't know. I don't know if the turning would be better than any other boats. I don't know. But the one thing I do know is I did improve the tracking in this boat by buying this new rudder. And you know, it cost me what, $170. You know, if I would have bought the Slayer Max, that was going to cost me quite a bit. And if I'd went to Hobie, that was going to cost me quite a bit more. So I saved some money, and you know what, I think I won. All right guys, so here's what I'm talking about with this boat here, with this new Springblade Rudder. When I'm just kind of paralleling a bank, okay, I'm just kind of running, you know, right along the bank, it tracks really well. I mean, I don't have to make a lot of corrections, okay? And you know, if I'm not sitting there trying to spot fish or something like that, I'm just paralleling a bank and I'm running a crankbait or spinner bait like I am right now. Seems like with the other rudder, with the stock rudder, and even the upgrade, the longer rudder, just seems like I did have to make quite a few corrections. With this one here, it seems like I seem to track and hold that straight line a lot better. Now, like I said, I don't know if it does respond a little bit better on turning. It's I don't know, it's hard for me to judge. Okay, it may be a little bit faster, you know, to make that turn, but it's not a whole lot, you know, it's hard to notice. So but like I said, as far as just tracking though, man, I mean, it's very noticeable. I mean, it's very noticeable. So, you know, like I said, I think it ended up being a good purchase. I'm going to keep my boat another season. You know, I'm going to keep running this, and you know what, I mean, hey, if it works, it works. All right, y'all, let's wrap up this Springblade Rudder from Native. Well, I got to tell you, I like it. It was worth the money. This boat tracks so much better. I'm underway right now, going back to the boat ramp, and I can tell you, from other trips that I've taken, this same trip, I had to constantly put my hand on the rudder control, okay? Constantly. I mean, I was making corrections the whole trip, and I didn't like it. I really didn't like it at all. Right now, I'm not making any corrections. I'm just pedaling. That's all I'm doing. So it was great. It's great for when you're underway, okay? The tracking is 100 times better. Now, as far as the turning response, I don't know. I mean, it was hard for me to tell. I do think it was a little bit better, okay? I do think it was a little bit better. Now, the other thing I liked, when I was paralleling a bank, you know, I didn't have to make a lot of corrections. It was good for, you know, going down in banks, running in banks, fishing at crankbait, spinner baits and stuff. It was a definite improvement. So if you're thinking about making the purchase, you know, and getting you one, I would say go ahead and get it if you got some extra money. I mean, for me, it was like either get a new boat or get a new rudder. Rudder was a whole lot cheaper. I'm glad I went with rudder because I love my boat. So guys, thanks for stopping by. If you got any questions, put them down in the comments. If you like the video, hit like. Make sure you subscribe, and hey, navigate outdoors. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.